Good morning dear students. I welcome you all back to the class. Hope you all have done sessional exams well and you are very thorough about first sessional portions. Now let's move on to the continuation of Unit 4 in that document maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. Let's see about part 3 of document maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. The last two classes we have discussed regarding what is good documentation practices and what are batch formulation records and master formulation records. Now let's move on to the other documents in pharmaceutical industry. The next most important document is SOP. What is SOP? A standard operating procedure. A standard operating procedure given under GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices. What is SOP? It is a written document or instruction specifying all steps and activities of a process or procedure. So SOPs are written documents or instructions specifying all steps and activities of a process or procedure. What is the purpose of SOP? It is to reduce the introduction of errors and variation in the operation, and it is of historical perspective, that is how an operation was carried out. Mainly SOP is prepared to reduce the errors and variations and to know how the procedure is carried out in the industry. Coming to guidelines of preparing SOP. An SOP, that is a standard operating procedure, should give a clear descriptive title to each SOP, and SOP provides sufficient details. It should meet the need of an individual. It should meet the need of an individual. It should be general enough for more than one user. It should be general enough for more than one user. Flexibility should be written in the SOP wherever appropriate, but it should not be made too general, for it may be useless in meeting its intended purpose. And the guidelines are continued in the next slide also. Then organize SOPs according to order of sequence of events involved in performing the operation. Write the text in straightforward and easy to follow manner. Write the text in straightforward and easy to follow manner. After drafting SOP, use it in performing the operation to ensure that it has sufficient details to perform the operation in intended manner. Again, guidelines are continued in the next slide also. Then next, take into account that the instructions from the manufacturer of equipment which is employed in performing the operation while drafting SOP. Take into account that the instructions from the manufacturer of equipment which is employed in performing the operation while drafting SOP. Indicate total number of pages so that user is certain that he is performing the complete operation. And lastly, indicate the effective date of the SOP. So these are all the 11 important guidelines to prepare a standard operating procedure for an equipment. Let's see the benefits of SOP. It is to provide people with all the safety, health, environmental and operational information necessary to perform a job properly. To ensure that production operations are performed consistently to maintain quality control of processes and products. It is to ensure that processes continue uninterrupted and are completed on a prescribed schedule. Then SOPs are help to ensure that no failures occur in manufacturing and other processes that would harm anyone in the surrounding community. It is to Ensure that approved procedures are followed in compliance with company and government regulations. SOP is to serve as a training document for teaching users about the process for which the SOP was written. The benefits are continued in the next slide also. SOP is to serve as a checklist for co-workers who observe job performance to reinforce proper performance. It is to serve as a checklist for auditors. It is to serve as an historical record of the how, why and when of steps in an existing process, so there is a factual basis for revising those steps when a process or equipment are changed. SOP is to serve as an explanation of steps in a process so they can be reviewed in accident investigations. These are all the benefits of preparing an SOP for equipment that is in operation in the pharmaceutical industries. Here you can find the sample format of an SOP that we are using in our institution for analytical instruments. Here you can find for conductivity meter. Find the second sample format of an SOP that we are using in our institution. Here you can observe for pH meter what are the points we have focused for preparing, and you can use the same as a sample format during your exams also. Hope you all would have observed SOP what we have displayed for every instrument in our institution when you have done practicals. Hopefully you have seen pH meter and you have used also for many practicals. That's why I have focused the common instruments, that is conductivity meter and pH meter, what you have come across earlier for your practicals. With this we are coming to the end of today's discussion discussing on SOPs. Hope you have understood the need of SOP that we are using in our pharmaceutical industry and laboratories. Thank you all for patient listening. In the next class, we will be discussing about part 4 of document maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. Thank you all.